Okay, welcome everyone to WWE Superstars July 26, 2012 review. First match of the night, Sin Cara versus Drew McIntyre. Now, while I don't like Sin Cara very much, as I've said before, I think he's an inferior Hunico and an inferior Rey Mysterio while we're at it, I do like Drew McIntyre. Drew's style of using the ring as a weapon is pretty interesting, and I think he looks great. Sin Cara comes out to a small pop while Drew comes out to the ring to a small mix of cheers and boos. The match kicks off and leads Drew out of the ring, and when Sin Cara tries a splash to the outside, Drew catches him and gives him a shoulder breaker on the apron. Drew puts Sin Cara back into the ring and starts working on the shoulder. As Drew dominates, there were two cool spots that Drew pulled off that I really liked. Sin Cara tries a Hurricane Rana, but Drew catches him into a powerbomb position and throws him into the turnbuckle. The other one is when Sin Cara was trying a springboard move, Drew gave him a front dropkick while Sin Cara was still in the air, and that's badass. Now the commentators mentioned that Drew would benefit from a manager. Now that's not the first time the commentators have said that. They mentioned that back on SmackDown and a couple of other times on Superstars. But even though Drew McIntyre was dominating and looked pretty good, Sin Cara won anyway with a Hurricane Rana pin. Score, half a point. Next match, Tyson Kidd and Justin Gabriel versus the Heat Seekers, Kurt Hawkins and Tyler Rex, my boys. Tyson Kidd comes out with Justin Gabriel to a pop. Hawkins and Rex come in wearing their neon attire and sunglasses. The match starts off with Rex and Gabriel. Gabriel seems to be doing pretty well until Hawkins gets into a blind tag to Rex, and Rex nails him with the clothesline on the outside. And this brings me to my next point. In this match, we see the difference in the teams. The teamwork from the Heat Seekers is pretty good. It's excellent. They communicate. They use blind tags. They use their moves in conjunction. One leads to the next. They communicate. While the teamwork of Tyson Kidd and Justin Gabriel mostly just adds up to double team moves. The Heat Seekers stay in control of Gabriel until he gets a hot tag to Kidd, who hits a blockbuster neckbreaker on Hawkins and wins the match. Main event, Zack Ryder versus Michael McGillicuddy. Now, Zack Ryder comes out to a good pop, while Michael McGillicuddy comes out to a little reaction, like they're not sure who he is. Now, I like Zack Ryder. He brings enthusiasm back into wrestling, and I think the WWE is losing something by not putting Zack on TV. McGillicuddy, on the other hand, is not bad in the ring, but he doesn't have any clearly defined character. He's just sort of in your face a little bit. In the match, McGillicuddy dominates until Zack Ryder counters a suplex into a neckbreaker that was pretty sweet. Then Zack Ryder hits him with the sequence, a couple of clotheslines, then a flapjack, then a forearm smash to the corner, then ends it with the broski boot for the 2 count. After which, McGillicuddy hits a quick back suplex for another 2 count. McGillicuddy then grabs Zack Ryder, puts him on the turnbuckle, only for Zack to give him a quick smack across the face, and then a Rough Rider off the second rope for the win. And I noticed that Zack has been using this version of the Rough Rider, from the second rope, as opposed to a normal one lately. Score, 1 point. Final score of the evening, 2.5 out of 3 points. 3 matches, 3 points. That's how I do it. While all the heels lost on this event, they all performed very well and looked good out there, while the faces just sort of won. Except for Zack Ryder. He pulled off a couple cool spots. A good show overall. # you should be watching.